Forget the iPhone 17, because the real excitement is already building around what comes next. The iPhone 18 is shaping up to be one of Apple's most ambitious releases ever. Even though the iPhone 17 just hit store shelves, the rumor mill has been working overtime. And what we're hearing about the next generation iPhone sounds like a huge leap forward in both design and innovation. Now, some of these leaks might change in the months ahead, but one thing's for sure, Apple is cooking up something special. And if the latest reports are true, the iPhone 18 could mark a major turning point for the company. So let's break down everything we know so far about what's next for Apple's most iconic device. First off, Apple might be shaking up its release schedule in a way that's completely new. Traditionally, we've seen iPhones launch every September like clockwork. But according to several reports, that might not be the case this time. Apparently, Apple could be reserving the fall event for the iPhone 18 Pro, the Pro Max, and even a foldable iPhone, possibly called the iPhone Fold. Meanwhile, the regular iPhone 18 and a new model called the iPhone 18e could arrive several months later, sometime in March 2027. If this actually happens, it would be a major change from Apple's usual playbook. The last time Apple delayed its flagship release was back in 2020 during the pandemic. Still, it makes sense. Staggering the launches could help Apple stretch out the hype and keep sales strong throughout the year. But pushing a mainstream iPhone release by half a year? That's a bold move even for Apple. Now let's talk about one of the most requested changes ever, hiding Face ID under the display. Many fans were hoping that the iPhone 18 Pro would finally deliver that full-screen, seamless look with no visible cutouts. But new leaks suggest we might need to wait a little longer. A well-known source on Weibo claims that next year's models won't feature under-display Face ID after all. Instead, we'll get a slightly slimmer version of the dynamic island, still visible, just a bit smaller. So, the dream of a completely uninterrupted screen might not come true until the iPhone 19 or maybe even the iPhone 20. Apple seems to be taking its time perfecting the technology, likely to ensure performance and reliability stay top-notch. It's classic Apple, slow and steady, but when it arrives, it'll be flawless. As for the design itself, don't expect any massive changes next year. The iPhone 17 Pro already brought a major redesign with that sleek aluminum unibody and the new full-width camera plateau. Apple rarely overhauls its design 2 years in a row, and this time looks no different. Leakers say the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max will stick with their current 6.3-inch and 6.9-inch displays, maintaining that familiar premium feel. That said, there are whispers about a fresh, transparent glass finish on the back, something that could give the phone a futuristic, almost holographic look without straying too far from Apple's clean aesthetic. It's not a full redesign, but it could be just enough to make it stand out. Now, one of the most interesting updates might come from inside the phone. Apple's long journey to build its own modem chips has finally started paying off. After years of delays, the company's first in-house modem, the C1, made its debut in the iPhone 16e. The next generation, called the C2 modem, is expected to appear in more iPhones next year. This new modem promises higher efficiency, faster speeds, and better battery performance. But there's a catch. Apple's deal with Qualcomm still runs through 2027. So while we might see the C2 modem in some models, others could still rely on Qualcomm chips for now. Either way, it's clear Apple is getting closer to cutting that cord for good. And when it finally does, expect faster, smoother connectivity across the board. Another change that's been getting a lot of attention is the camera control button. Ever since Apple introduced it, it's been a fan favorite for photographers. But leaks suggest Apple might tweak it again, possibly simplifying the design. Reports say the company might remove the capacitive touch feature and replace it with a more traditional pressure-sensitive button. It'll still support gestures like before, but this move could help reduce costs and make the button more durable in the long run. Now, let's talk performance, the heart of every iPhone. Ever since the A17 Pro chip debuted, fans have been waiting for Apple's next big leap in silicon. And next year could be the moment